in the movie. I think one of the best storylines is your story.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you see everything else going on, him starting the circus, getting everything going, getting the people together, and here you guys are two people who, shouldn't have been in love or fallen in love back then, but hey, love is invisible. Whoever you see, that's where it goes.
Yeah, we have a sort of a love at first sight, which is a pretty epic moment in the movie, and it's very kind of unfortunate, the situation that they're thrust into, but it's also electric, and that it's forbidden, but it's very powerful. There's this unspoken and but very prevalent craving for one another that is blasphemous at the time. In 1850, this was unheard of and very wrong. And the idea that they have that love can really conquer all, and that my character, once he has his eyes opened by P.T. Barnum, he decides to pursue it at all costs. Like he's not afraid of the repercussions, and that's a kind of a beautiful message. And the metaphor of chasing her up into the air, and stuff like that.
Right, that was beautiful. So I gotta say, and then hey, no matter what, of course, in the beginning you're like,
Of course. Well, you got to understand that, this woman is experiencing this. This is something that she deals with every day, that she's confronted with and she faces with and she walks around with, but not for his character, So this is an entirely new world for him, and she's explaining, this is does not happen. You don't understand. This is dangerous. This is not going to happen, and so it's that idea of knowing in your mind what you think is right, but then also having to, at some point, let your heart speak louder than your mind and just follow what your heart is saying. And that's very difficult, especially at the time, especially with the dangers, especially given the circumstances. But I think it's so relevant to now. People still try to tell people who they're allowed to love. And that's just not how it should be.
amen to that.
Yeah.